I can pull, but it's not proper. I can't. My hips are too tight. My hips shoot up. I can't do it. Normally, if you've been pulling conventional for X amount of time and you haven't really focused on your hip mobility or getting down and loading, loading your hips properly, you're not going to be able to pull sumo for much longer. Um, there is a carryover though. So, if you're that person that wants to go in and do switch your stances, then do it. You need to, everybody out there, all you people, you got to figure out what works for you. If that's what's going to work for you, that's what's going to work for you. My last program, I was doing sumo deadlifts and front squats as accessories to conventional and squats. I found a carryover. I found my fucking conventional was simple after that. My back squat was fucking simple after front squatting, 405, 315, shit like that. It just wasn't as bad for me. But as far as actual back squats, I wouldn't change. I would not go in and squat sumo stance and then go back to narrow. If you're gonna do something like that, I would suggest maybe trying high bar, low bar. A lot of guys are big believers in doing low bar 1 week and then actually adding high bar as an accessory. I don't do it. I just do my squats one way, and that's just how I do them because my mindset on it is I don't want to have to worry about so many extra things because what can happen is if you're not used to squatting sumo, you could pull something, especially in your groin, in your hams, in your glutes, stuff like that. And then if you're also not used to squatting narrow, all of a sudden you basically have to relearn how to squat properly without letting your ass wink on the way down. So it's really hard. I wouldn't do it, but some people say there's a carryover. Um, you know, if this person does try it, let me know how it works out because I'd love to know. I'm just not gonna do it. Um, and then somebody else sent me some other questions. These questions are actually more personal. They're not so much working out questions. So the one question I got was, what does competing for Canada mean when I go to Worlds? Basically, all it means is that I'm representing my weight class and category from Canada. That's all it means. It just means that I placed in the top 3 of the CPF meets with my total, which was shit. By the way, I don't even know how I fucking qualified. I think no one else competed. That would be my only guess. Um, so basically, I'm representing Canada as a 242 raw lifter. That's all it means. So I'll be competing against 242 raw from other countries. So like China, Russia, um, you know, those kind of places. What does it mean for me personally? I'm not sure yet. It's as soon as I got the email from Bruce, I shit my pants because my mindset on it was I was kind of already out of it. I was kind of in my head. I'd already said, I'm not gonna make it. So now I was looking at October RPS. So I'd already kind of moved on, and then I got the email. So then I had to, Casey and I had to sit down and talk about what to do. I had planned on doing RPS in October in Kingston, and I actually had a goal this time. I was going to compete 242 Raw Classic, so no sleeves, no wraps, and I was going to hopefully try and set new Canadian records for RPS in that weight class. So I'd already kind of moved on to that, and then I got the email. Then I had to figure out you have to qualify every year. What if I don't qualify next year? What if I never qualify again? What if I never do another CPF meet again? What if I get hurt? What if I hurt myself in the next year to the point where I can't train or power lift or anything like that? There was a lot of stuff that I had to take into consideration, which I did. Like, I didn't just jump on this. I didn't just get the email back and be like, yeah, I'm going to go. There was a lot of stuff that we actually had to sit down and think about. But we can get into that on another day, another video, if you really want. We can touch on that stuff. And then the other question, the last question I'm going to do today is it like a team Canada or is it individual? So basically, the way I've never been. So, but the way that I perceive it as is it's each individual person. So it's not quite like the Olympics where they tally all the totals and there's an overall winner. It's basically just my total, um, or my squat, bench, and dead against the other 242s. If I come first, you get a gold. If you don't, if you know, gold, silver, bronze, there are that. But there's not like an overall. I'm sure there's an overall like best lifter award, but I don't think that there's like a overall team Canada, team USA type thing. Um, so yeah, it's more individualized. Um, so yeah, that's all I got for this week. There's a lot more questions. I do have a lot of other questions, but I got to go through them because some of them are actually going to answer other questions. Some of them are kind of multiple questions worded differently by different people. Um, so I'll go through them and we can answer more. Like if you have more questions, send them over. Like I said, Facebook. We are on Instagram. Um, team underscore Hannibal, HANNIMAL. That's our joint Instagram account. Yes, we have a joint Instagram account. It's not weird. It's easy. You can also send them on Facebook. I'm on Facebook. Casey's on Facebook too. If you look up Casey Roberts, if you want to, shoot her. If you guys have questions for her too, I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people out there whose spouses or boyfriends or girlfriends powerlift, and you have questions for someone else who does it. Casey is, very understanding about a lot of shit. She's very, very understanding. She helps me. She pushes me. She doesn't question shit. She asks the questions that are important. When I say, it's time to go train or I have to train this day at this time, there's no fight. There's no arguments. I go and I train. Now, I'm not saying that I'm the fucking boss and I do what I want. I'm just saying she is understanding. Okay. So, like I said, if anybody has any questions for her, we'll do a team one on here. I don't care. She can come on with me and answer questions, and she can tell you what it's like to live with my fucking grumpy ass. Because I guarantee, I'm not a ray of sunshine, especially meat prep. Probably about fucking 3 to 4 weeks out, I will be a nutcase. Some of my shit goes up, so my levels get all fucked up. If I don't eat all the time, if I miss a workout, it's just fucking bad. So yeah, I'll bring her on one day, and maybe even next week. She can come on. If you guys have questions, then ask her. So what we'll do is every Saturday, we'll do this. Subscribe to the channel so that you always can get caught up. I'll post the YouTube link to the video of the week on Facebook. And if you want, I'll post it on Instagram too, just because it's a little harder to post on Instagram, but I'll post it on Instagram. And anybody looking to search the videos, just search. I believe the channel is just called Hannibal. So, if you have anybody that you want to show videos to or that is interested in shit like that, just send them over there. So yeah, keep those questions coming. It's a lot of shit to think about. I didn't realize that I'm getting asked questions that I've never really had to think about until now. So this is working for everybody. I think I said last week I kind of touch on some of the equipment I use, because actually that was one of the questions I got asked by somebody. What kind of belt I use, what belt's the best. I just ordered a new belt online, a double prong. It's stiff. My old belt was a Hostile belt, and it got too worked in now, and it's really flimsy. Their shit is really good though, Hostile. They're Canadian. Kurt Haas is an incredible bench presser. You know, he's well over 500 pounds benching. Not equipped either. He's a raw bencher. So their wrist straps are good. Their elbow sleeves I've been told are good. I don't have any. Their belts are good. Now they have a lever belt as well. So if you're a big lever belt person, they do make those. Right now I use Gangster Wraps by Mark Bell Slingshot. I have fucking 2 pairs of them. I love them. That's just they're longer, they're thicker. It just gives me more support. On bench days, on my strength bench days, I've been using the Slingshot compression sleeves just on my elbows because I have really bad bicep tendonitis because my mobility is fucking trash. So all you new lifters out there, all you young fucking guys, you know, I'm not old, I'm 30, but like work on your fucking mobility. Trust me, you'll regret it. Don't just go in like I used to do and lift fucking heavy for 2 hours or an hour and leave. You will regret every moment of it if you ever try to powerlift after that because your elbows will hate you. So I've been using those. I have the SBD knee sleeves that I'm allowed to use on my volume and speed days for squats. I don't use them on my strength days just because I'm going to compete raw, so I might as well lift raw. I like them. They're a little pricey. I've been told the Hostile makes knee sleeves that are just as good. The Slingshot sleeves are just as good. It's just what you want to pay, price-wise. Everything's pricey. Also, I got back into using my Get New Age mouthpiece because I bite the shit out of my lips and my tongue when I'm lifting. I actually bit through my lip probably 6 months ago deadlifting. So Casey got me a couple mouth guards. I liked them. I have a tendency sometimes to kind of chew on them or choke on them, but overall they help. They keep my spine stable. They keep my jaw in place. They give me something to bite hard on. I saw Matt Brass bite so hard on his fucking mouth guard that he bled. So, you know, they are good if that's what you're into. So, yeah. Any other questions, guys? That was basically my company shoutouts for this week was for Slingshot and Hostile, SBD. You know, go check those people out. If you want in Canada, if you're watching in Canada, I believe Inner Strength Products, that's a website. He carries a lot of SBD stuff. I think I ordered my SBD knee sleeves from there. So, you know, they're pricey. They are pricey, so be prepared. But you're not going to pay the massive shipping or the exchange rate or the border price, stuff like that. Same as I'm pretty sure I got my compression cuffs and my Slingshot wrist strap, my blue pair, from them as well. So, I mean, it's worth the extra bit of money. So go check them out, Inner Strength. They're Canadian, so support Canadian. And yeah, go order some shit. So, yeah. Hey, let's just keep going. Week 1 down. Fucking 9 more to go. And, you know, we're going to do big things. Big things coming. Okay? Peace out, motherfuckers.